following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo! It's Travel Tuesday on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I just traveled to the moon thanks to Elon Musk. It's amazing. But it might be April Fool's too. I actually did travel, though. I went to Chicago, and I'm at Podcast Movement, which started yesterday. We had the pre-opening party and networking session, and today we have a whole bunch of sessions going on that are really, really cool, and I'm very excited about it. This is the Pipeman Radio Tour, the business end of it. You know, we're doing these conferences, and then this is the warm up for the music festivals. But I love Podcast Movement, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, I got to bring on the pipe nuts because I have to tell them why too.
Hello.
And there they are.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Rebel.
Hi.
Can you give me your radio voice?
Well, sure, Pipeman. I can give you a radio voice. This the voice to get on a radio.
I want to hear Juan's radio voice.
You know, I've always said I have the face for radio and the voice for miming.
And can you say that in Spanish too, please, for our Spanish listeners?
It's not going to sound the same because there's no meaning in that in Spanish.
I think we should do one. Okay, this would be funny. I think on a What the Fuck Wednesday, one time we should do where there's the whole show. You just, whatever I say, you say it after me in Spanish. Because people will be like, what the fuck is going on?
Just translate the whole show.
Yeah, totally. As we're doing it, though, like I'll talk and then you say it in Spanish. And then Rebel can say it in Louisianish. That means
there's no difference.
There is a difference.
Like,
it's
just redneckish.
It's bad English. It's called second grade education English.
Or high school if you live in Louisiana.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are what, like 45?
No, they're like
47, right? They were like 47 on the ranking.
Yep. 47th in the country. Hey,
only 3 states are worse than you guys.
They have a lot of participation trophies in Louisiana because nobody gets trophies for anything else.
Wrong answer, but okay. Believe what you want.
Prove it. Do you have any trophies, Rebel?
Not handy, no.
Yeah, of course they're not handy. They're never handy when it's something we need. Okay, but seriously, I'm in Chicago, the Windy City. I love Chicago. Chicago's a great town, but it's even better because, okay, so Podcast Movement has 2 conferences, one now and one in the fall. And this
Where's the one in the fall going to be?
That's a good question. Why don't you answer it yourself? Do you know how to Google? Come on now.
I figured you'd know. It's on the tour, isn't it?
I do know. Oh. I want to know if you're prepared for the show. Is what I want to know.
Well, my Louisiana education doesn't allow me to Google anything because we don't trust Google.
No, you do. You Google all the wrong stuff.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
Okay. I'll give you a hint. Okay. You want a hint?
Sure.
It's one of our hosts on the network who happens to do a show.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah.
She
following you.
she lives in the town where podcast movement's going to be in the fall.
Wow.
And-
That
and-
was so helpful.
And let me just tell you too, she likes having, okay, this is going to be a really good one. She likes having a male engineer, and she especially likes male engineers that are Hispanic.
Okay, so she's one of Juan's shows.
Well, she was
Most-
Juan's show, and she was George's show. She was Chad's show too. And, you know, she was also, you know, married to, I think it was a Costa Rican. Still
Okay,
don't
so
know,
she's-
Rebel?
So she's been with the station for quite some time.
Yes, she has. You've probably done a couple of her shows, and she probably didn't like you.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Do you know? Do you know?
Nope. I
Oh,
don't.
by the way, you know what I forgot to ask you? We'll do it live on the show, so I don't forget, Juan.
Okay.
Now that I've moved, like I got rid of the virtual background, how is my lighting?
You have like a mysterious half.
I know. I
Half the
think
face
that's
lit
why
up,
I
half
was
in shadows.
angled. I think when we did the testing, that's why I was angled. So let's try live on the air here. We're testing all the time on the Adventures of Pipeman. Is that better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, see, that's what
Are you
we're.
sure?
What do you mean, are you sure?
Lighting wise, yes, that's better.
Yeah, that's exactly. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
I think
Looks
that's
more
why
even
we
now.
did it. Hold on. I'm going to try one other thing. Hold on.
Okay. So while we hold on for the pipe man to readjust.
I'm holding my mic. How about that? Is that better than where I was?
Yes.
That is better?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
So again, while we're making things better the whole way through the show.
Let's see if you're ready.
What to do around here?
How about that? Let's
Lighting wise?
No,
No,
wrong way.
no.
All right. So while we're figuring that out, Swamp Nut, what's the days of today?
Wait. Wait, I want to get this figured out so I can do the rest of the show. Come on, people.
Okay, come on, people. We could do the rest of the show not going towards the window.
When to stop.
Ooh, this could be fun. Get closer to that banister. I mean, what? He's the one that wanted to see if cats could land on their feet. Too
Stop.
well. Yeah, stop because you're showing too much there. And everyone who's just listening,
How is that? Is that the best so far?
it's the best we're gonna get right now. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm asking Juan because Rebel, I don't even trust you. I've seen your
well, that's good.
videos and I've seen your Instagram. I don't trust you.
Yeah,
Juan-
unless you're like directly facing the window, that's the best we're gonna get.
I can directly face the window if you want. No,
You wanna
I don't
try it?
know that
No.
I want to do that, but let's try it. Let's try it.
All right. Wow, we get to see a lot of things.
It's a good thing we're not on the air yet, right?
Right.
We will be.
But
Okay,
we
is that
are.
better? Is that better?
Yeah,
that is so
that's
much better. Yes.
way
Is that
better.
clearer? Is that like clear like in the studio?
I wouldn't
can't
say like in the
see
studio,
well.
but I'm gonna say it's better than it was
Yeah.
when you were half a face.
It's
Like
pretty close.
Well, now I wouldn't be able to put anything behind me. So how does
well,
it look
you
back there?
could.
I can't even see.
There's lots of stuff on the wall.
It
Well,
looks
we know.
clean. we'll just put it there.
No, seriously, because I gotta know if we can do it like this.
We could.
Yeah, I mean everything in the background is clean, like we talked about yesterday.
What do you mean? I forgot what we talked about yesterday.
No worries.
that we
It's
clean the
okay.
house.
It's all good.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's just that kind of clean. I was thinking there was some. I thought it had something to do with porn. That's where my mind went.
Is that what you have up
No.
there on the
See,
wall?
just a shelf with a bunch of like VHS tapes would have been better.
VHS tapes.
Not DVDs. They have to be VHS, and they have to be like organized by category and title.
Not
So,
everybody has those anymore.
I do have an idea now.
That's why it would be a collector's item, and that's why it would be on the shelf.
I do have an idea because I can now, Juan, that stand-up banner. Now I could put that
Now
behind
you can put it
me.
there. Yep.
Oh, I think that's what we'll do, right? We'll test that out. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, we can go back to the show now. People, if you thought this was like kind of ridiculous, it was kind of fun because like I'm spinning around in my desk to do the, and you could see that Pipeman has superhuman strength that I can move the desk around like that, just even while sitting in the chair.
Wow.
So, do you
Don't
think
give
this is the best of everything so far?
Lighting wise, yes.
Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. All right.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
But it might not be good because there's a mirror. But let's try this.
This is the panoramic view of the pipe cave. If you ever want to
This is worse, right? Because it's too much light, right?
Well, the background in there is busier too.
Yeah. Well, because it's bouncing off the mirror.
Yep.
Okay. So that's interesting. You know what? I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to go a little closer to the door banister.
I told you, a little closer. little closer.
Keep going. Keep going. Maybe try just like a little bit off the banister.
Okay, how's this? Was it better where I was, or is this better?
Right.
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
No, seriously, is this better or is the other better? We're finalizing this. This is the best? I have all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When the sun is in this position, yes. Think about that.
It'll almost always be, but okay. So this is the new pipe studio in the hotel in Chicago. I put up all my pictures in the hotel.
Yeah, you have to make it feel like home. So you have to travel with all your pictures.
Yeah, I bring a suitcase that's just all my pictures. I take them off the wall and put them up in the hotel, and then I keep wondering why I keep getting damage charges though. At every hotel I pick out of.
3M stickers, they don't damage walls.
You know why? Actually, first of all, I don't trust that they don't damage walls. It's tape, okay?
Yep.
And second of all, I get that I buy them and then I look at it and I look at the instructions. And I'm like, where's my hammer? Because this is bullshit. Okay. Because it's so much work. All the instructions it tells you to do, whereas I could just hammer it in there.
Okay, no. All right.
Yeah,
First of all,
mean, if you put tape on a wall, you run the risk of bringing the paint off the wall.
It's 3M tape.
Whereas if you nail a small nail into the wall, it's just a small puncture hole.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay. So do you have experience, Rebel, with these 3M things?
I do, very much.
Okay. So tell me about it. Tell our listeners what they can learn about not damaging their walls, because every time I move out of my places, I pay like a lot of money to have somebody fill all the holes, paint it, and everything like I was never here. And there's like probably 152 holes in the wall right now.
Yeah, we see the pictures, but no. Okay. First of all, if you do use hammer nails, use a little putty.
Hold on, I want to see what pictures we're even looking at here. Well, we got Rocky behind me, so that's cool because I'm into the Rocky thing. And yeah, there you go. Okay, go ahead. Continue, Rebel.
If you're going to use hammer nails, make sure you have a little bit of putty, squish it right in there, and have the paint samples do it right up.
Wait. I'm talking about the 3M stuff.
But
Okay.
you insist on using those. But if you're going to not want a hammer and nails and destroying stuff, you get the 3M tape. Now, my suggestion is first check the weight of the thing you're going to hang on the wall, because they come in different weight sizes. It's very easy. I prefer the Velcro ones because you can switch things out and not have to worry about readjusting tape. Yeah, stick the tape on the wall with the Velcro, and then you stick the other side on the item you're hanging. Yeah, let it dry and stick it on the wall. Perfect.
I don't
And
think
then
that's the way to do it.
Have you ever taken it off the wall?
Yes.
I don't think that's the way to do it.
Why
I
is
want
that
to
the way
hear
to do
what
it?
your way is, Juan, but first I want to find out from Rebel what happens when you take it off the wall. What do you see?
Okay, if you do it properly, you hold the top and then you start pulling the 3M down and let it start breaking up. If you see it sticking to things it's not supposed to stick to, which it hardly ever does, you spray
That's
a little
what she said.
WD-40. You spray a little WD-40 as you pull in, and it'll come right off.
See,
And then you
that
wipe
all
it off the
sounds
wall.
like a lot of work.
It's not a lot of work. It's no different than grabbing a hammer and nails and stuff.
Okay, there's one thing I don't like about my lighting here, Juan, is I can tell that the sunglasses are probably annoying to the listeners because they're
They're
mirrored
watching
like
what's
this.
going on. in
They
the
would be
background.
annoying to the viewers, not the listeners.
Yeah, well, the listeners too. So, because my sunglasses don't do that where I was before, right?
Only half of them.
Oh,
There's
it did
only
do
one
half,
left.
so that's more annoying then. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna
So for
have to.
those stalkers,
Now I
who
gotta
are
buy a
gonna
new
zoom in,
pair of sunglasses. Jeez.
Well, for those people who are watching, the only reflection they see on your glasses is the ocean.
They don't see the show then.
No, because your laptop is like right at the bridge of your nose.
Okay,
So
cool.
you can't see like the screen. Yeah.
So
You
that's
see more
pretty
like
cool.
what's outside
People
the window.
can see the ocean during my show. That is badass. Okay, I
You just
like
have to zoom in into the glasses. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. That is badass. Okay, so Juan, tell us your way. And I trust him better because, from his heritage, I think they're much better at this type of stuff.
Yeah. So just to make it easier, because you said you stick the one side behind the pictures, you stick the other side to the wall, and then you put it on.
I said
What
you let it
happens
dry.
then? You let what dry?
There's a time where it
she
has
licks
to
them.
fix
She
itself.
licks them before she puts them on.
There's nothing too dry. It's not wet.
It is sticky, and you
It's
have
a
to
pill
let
and stick.
You have to read the box. It tells you to let it.
That's what she said.
So the way you do it is you put both tapes together, you peel it, you stick it to one side, to the back side of the picture frame. You use both sides, and then you peel the back, and then you stick it to the wall. That way they're together the whole time. If you try to like measure it like individually, chances are they're not going to match up, and then you have to take them off and put another one up until it matches up.
If you read the back of the 3M box, it does tell you to stick it to the wall. And I was talking about the Velcro ones. So
It also says
pull it on
it
and
also
off.
says that they are rated for 20 pounds each. So if you put two of them, one on each side, you don't have to do that. You can just stick it straight into the wall. Nothing happens because technically you are protected for 40 pounds.
You know what I'm going to do?
They
I'm
do
going to
come in
take a
different
picture.
sizes.
I'm going to take a picture at this new seating and see, so I can see what everybody else is seeing.
So you see what everybody else is seeing. All right.
Yeah, I just took a picture.
Mhm.
I mean, I could watch it afterwards, but
Yeah.
why not? When I have my phone, I
always
can
a
take
good
the
thing.
picture. Okay,
True.
we're at Podcast Movement Evolutions here in Chicago, baby. Oh man, I can't. Blows my mind because I've seen throughout the years how I remember doing NAB, which I do next week. They would they didn't have anything podcasts, and they would actually talk against podcasting. Now they talk for it, and these podcast conferences are getting huge. And Like there's just so much. You know how many invitations before I got here I got to come see our booth, come talk to our owners, because I'm doing medias, and I'm the type that I am going to cover them all, because it's really like, it's amazing what you can learn, find out about all the new products, and then, sometimes there's certain products you're using that maybe are having problems, and then you find the newest best product, and then you replace them. That's how we got to doing what we're doing right now, from going to these conferences. And then it's a great networking opportunity because, everybody's there for one reason. And of course, they all group around the Pipeman because, as my shirt says, I'm a podcast celebrity. I'm a legend in my own mind.
And stalkers.
Okay, so I want to pretend you guys are kind of like the viewers that have never gone to Podcast Movement, and pretend like you've never been there and ask you some stuff. How's that sound?
Okay.
It's pretty
matches. I've never been there.
Yeah, that's what
you've never invited me, so
yeah. See, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy because you haven't been there. Okay, so for Podcast Movement,
it works.
For Podcast Movement, okay. Oh, are you the one that gave him the idea to ask me about the South Florida Fair?
No, I don't really.
You just blew it, Rebel.
I don't think he can take me to this one. His suitcases are all full of picture frames.
Yeah,
exactly. You
got to pick a festival you want to go to cover and help him do.
We should do that one that's in Costa Rica. That'd be cool.
I can't go to that one.
Who can't?
Me. Rebel.
Nobody asked you. You said about him.
I said we all should go.
All I'm saying is I speak Spanish and you don't.
Exactly. No, they don't like people from Louisiana and Costa Rica.
Oh, yes, they do.
So, yeah, I mean, all right. So let's start with you, Rebel.
Oh, Lord.
What's your number one question you would like to know about Podcast Movement Evolutions, where I'm at right now?
Are you going to be able to get through everything with all the new stuff at this convention?
Well, yes. At this one, yes. And the thing is I have already gone through all of the booths before I ever even got here.
Okay. That's due to the invites that people sent you?
No, because they didn't have the booth set up yet, and I wasn't here yet. It's really due to April Fools.
Aha. Gotta love it.
All right. So there are 3 reasons to go to Podcast Evolutions.
What might those 3 reasons be?
Can you name one?
To stay ahead of the game.
That's a really good reason. It's not one of the ones they have on their website, but it is a very good reason. How about you, Juan?
What's a good reason?
Mm-hmm.
Networking.
Ding, ding, ding. He was paying attention. Look at that. Connect with industry leaders and brands. Come together with top executives, brands, and professionals who are shaping the future of podcasting. Build long-lasting connections that will benefit your brand and business for years to come. Okay, so we're going to play a game today. Juan has 1 point. Rebel has 0. Next question. Where would you find the vendors? Rebel, you can go first.
And no, it's not the vending machine, Rebel.
Inside the convention hall?
Okay, we're going to have to pass and go to Juan and get his answer.
But what's wrong with mine?
I didn't say there was yet. We need Juan's answer first and see who gets the
Where
point.
would you find the vendors?
Yes.
In the vendor section.
Survey said nobody got points this one time because
It's a tie.
it is called the Expo Hall. The Expo Hall. That's where you find vendors. Okay. So, what type of education is provided at Podcast Movement Evolutions?
They have groups where people get to, what do they call it? Sessions. Damn. No. It's where they Q&A sessions where you can talk to people and ask questions. They call them sessions, but they call them something sessions. I'm not sure.
Okay. And Juan, your answer?
I would say technology, some research, maybe information on podcasting.
So, in answer to that, I would say, based on their website, well, first of all, you're both right, but that's not what's on their website. What's on their website is business and industry focused education. Over 3 core days of programming, you'll get insights from panels, workshops, and keynotes designed for professionals in the podcasting industry. Learn about trends, strategies, and solutions that can take your business or career to the next level, because the road to success is constantly under construction. I heard that somewhere, actually. Do you know where I heard that, Rebel?
Gee, I wonder where you heard it.
Can you
I
tell?
do.
Can you tell me?
On the
You might get
Adventures
a
of
point.
Pipeman.
You might get a point. Oh, Rebel gets a point. Rebel gets a point. All right, it's tie now.
And I give her a hint on the bottom there.
I told you heard it on the Adventures of Pipeman.
So let's talk about the Expo Hall real quick, because I didn't talk about that. You can, in the Expo Hall and meeting places,
I already answered.
you engage with industry-leading companies through sponsor. Next question. I didn't give you the question yet. I'm giving the information.
I think there's a delay because she's still in the previous conversation.
Yes, she is. Okay. Rebel, stop interrupting me, please. Okay. The Expo, I now have to start over. Thanks, Rebel. The Expo Hall and meeting places engage with industry-leading companies through sponsor activities and exhibitor booths that focus on business solutions, technology, ding, ding, ding for one, and services tailored to industry professionals. You'll find the innovations and partnerships that can drive your business growth. So that's for the professionals and the brands. And we're professionals and we're a brand, so that's why. Now, what if you're a creator, Rebel? Because you're a creator too. You can talk now, Rebel.
Well, thank you. Well, for creators, they're going to have networking with other podcasters, in-depth creative education, and exhibitor booths and sponsor.
Say it again. Sponsor what?
You gonna make me stop now or what?
I'm not going to make you quit, because here's what I'm going to do, because you did a great job. She finally figured out to go to the website and figure it out. So since she's
cheating just like everyone else.
So since she's so brilliant with that, why don't you tell us what each one of those things means, Rebel?
Well, when you're networking with other podcasters, you join thousands of podcasters from around the world to connect with like-minded creators, forge relationships that will lead to exciting collaborations and partnerships that help you grow your show and expand your creative horizons.
How come people in Louisiana, when they're speaking a full sentence, they break it up into pieces?
They have to pause to let their brain
script.
process.
I didn't memorize the script. I was reading it, and I was like, okay,
exactly. But
let me go back to reading it.
I was reading before too. I didn't pause in between words to figure out what the word was.
Looking at the screen. I looked back. I looked at the screen. I looked back.
Okay, so since you are the pinnacle of higher education, tell us what it says under in-depth creative education.
Across 4 days, you'll dive into. I'm reading something across the freaking room. This is not fair. Just saying. Across 4 days, I bet you'll dive into workshops, breakout sessions, and keynotes that follow on the craft.
Focus.
Of podcasting. What?
You said follow.
I'm trying to focus. Learn from successful podcasters who will help you sharpen your storytelling, audience engagement, and technical skills.
So I want to just tell you what I attended yesterday. Okay. I don't even know if I could read it because I have it on my phone.
Hard to read from a screen from across the room, ain't it?
Well, no, it's hard. It's hard to read when you have a sty in your eye blocking your only eye that is used for reading, and you have sunglasses on. What's your excuse, Rebel?
It's across the room in tiny font.
Okay, so yesterday, of course, like I said, I was at the, networking, pick up your badge party. There was also, they had an award ceremony last night, and it was the 5th annual Ambies Awards. Now, here's where we're going to have some fun, Rebel.
Oh, God, help me.
Well, what does Ambies mean?
Ambies? I don't know that I can scroll through that fast enough.
No, let's see. Okay, Juan, do you know the answer to that question?
I have never heard that word before.
Well, because it's the 5th annual. So you should know.
I don't actually know.
You don't know, Rebel?
I don't.
How do you not know?
Never won it before.
It's the awards for excellence in. Okay, it's the awards for excellence in audio. And what's your job? Like, we were talking about goals yesterday, and you don't even care if you're the best in audio because you don't even know about the Ambies. It's terrible.
Her job is to read things from across the room.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we had that yesterday because yesterday was a short day. It was the start. I just flew out. Okay, and really, I didn't have to check in till 3:00. But they did have a session for podcasting, a meetup. They have meetups too at Podcast Movement where you meet up with other professionals, and it's kind of cool. So they had a meetup for the podcasting content creators. And they also had a thing for LinkedIn creators and podcasters. And so today, and there were more things. It's the ones I've marked off that were important to me. I have to take my glasses off again now, my sunglasses. The advertising landscape, podcasting's place in the ad-supported media verse. That was this morning. Coffee, this is my favorite part right here, by the way. The coffee, I don't drink coffee though, an expo hour with Netflix. It's kind of like their version of Netflix and chill. And Rebel, I don't even know if she knows what that means. Do you know what that means, Rebel?
That means you watch something on Netflix and chill?
No.
Well, that's what you do, but no.
Yeah, that's probably what you do at Podcast Movement and have some coffee and stuff and visit.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, me neither. And then, okay, so then right before this show, I was at, does your podcast need to be on YouTube? Facts you need to know. Because really, I don't really want to be, but I'm just kidding, YouTube. I love you.
Oh, you know that will shut you down very fast.
Right, exactly.
AI
and
is
then,
listening.
and then maximizing podcast reach, strategies for expanding to new platforms and audiences. I always love that. And then also podcasts, podcast advertisers, and podcasts as advertisers. A 360-degree view of Acast ad platform. And then secure and protect your podcast. 5 steps to take before it's too late. And yes, that can happen. And that happens to a lot of DIY podcasters, which is why they need to come to Talk Forum Media and do their podcast with us, because we will make sure that you're kept legal before it's too late. How video will save podcasting. Well, obviously not in the pipe cave. And then then it was video skilled the audio star. Ooh, that's pretty slick right there. How using a mix of video and audio strategies can boost your growth. Mastering brand suitability strategies for podcast ad success. And then a roundtable with AdsWiz. Rebel, just so you know, that's not about the Knights of the Round Table or King Arthur. I'm just saying. Okay. I know you were thinking that.
Oh,
Future of audio tech
darn.
trends for 2025.
Absolutely.
Turn your podcast into a thriving newsletter community. Like, I don't have enough work to do on a daily basis. But that is a good idea. Podcast Marketing Pros Meetup. YouTube Amplified. This is what's going on right now that I'm kind of missing to do my show, but I'm not really missing it. If you could figure out how I'm at this session right now and doing this live show, you can be entered to win tickets to Bourbon and Beyond, where you can drink a lot of bourbon and then you won't know the answer. So just go to my socials, Pipeman Radio everywhere. Send me a DM and tell me you want to drink some bourbon, and you can win tickets to Bourbon and Beyond. Okay, so what national brands are looking for in a podcast platform partner? And for some reason, Alexa thought I was talking to her because she's talking in the background in the other room right now.
I swear, Alexa's so nosy. Like she's
And that-
listening
wait,
to
How do
everything.
we know?
Wait, she's playing something. Hold on.
Dead air.
I don't
We
even.
don't hear
Well, yeah,
Alexa.
talk.
What is she playing?
You can't
Highway
hear
to
that?
Hell?
No, it's I forget the name of the song, but it's like, oh.
Okay, so here's an
That could be
actual
literally
question.
1,000
Hold on,
songs.
hold on. Alexa, off. Sometimes I have to say it twice too. Like she'll
How
go
long?
off and then she'll come back on, and I'm like, Alexa, off.
She's always angry at you. Like
You hear the way he talks to her.
I feel if Alexa wasn't Alex, you guys would be okay.
Right. Okay, so
How do we know
here's
that's
one,
actually
here's
Alexa
one
and
for
not the
Re-
group
here's
on
one
leaving?
for Rebel. Here's one for Rebel. Uncensored podcast advertising questions you're too afraid to ask buyers. Diversifying your
why?
podcast business. Okay, so this is what I'm going to after this show. Okay. Your fast pass around growing your podcasting related business into bankruptcy. Why do I want to do it? Put it into bankruptcy. Oh man, I'm gonna have to see what that's all about.
Tax cut?
Oh, this one's perfect for Rebel. Perfect.
Podcasting for dummies.
The fandom phenomenon. The fandom phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Okay.
Yeah. Say it 10 times fast, Rebel. Let's hear it.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, do it. Do
Nope.
it. Do it. You can do it. Fandom
I probably
phenomenon.
could.
Fandom phenomenon. Do it.
Why do you like me to do these things?
Because
It kind of sounds like that one song from Sesame Street, like da 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 da.
oh yeah, play it. Play it. We have it. We have
What was the name of it?
Phenomena.
It was was that the name of it? Yeah, the Phenomena song, right?
Yeah, that's on the intro to Pipeman shows. That's another intro we have. Is it even in there?
I don't think we have it in here.
Phenomena.
I thought
wonder-
that was from the Muppets, not Sesame Street. I guess they were on both.
I don't know. Good question.
No, they must have been on both.
Do you know
Well,
But
do you know where it is?
I remember it
Juan? I'll
most
get
from
it.
the Muppets.
If you don't know where it is, I'll get it. Phenomena. So
I
that was
definitely
when
remember that
Michaela
more from the
Page was
Muppets.
co-hosting because it was for her. Okay. While he's looking for that, this is no April Fools. Unlock your podcast potential on YouTube. I said, do we really want to do that? Of course we do. We love you, YouTube.
Oh wait, I think I have one for that. Let's see.
I have it. I have it. I have it. Here it is, right here. It's playing. Why is it not playing? Oh, it is playing.
The kissing? Yeah, I hear it.
No, that's queefing. That's the queef sound.
He's playing the quiff sounds.
Hey,
Oh,
do you know
jeez.
do you know who my associate is, Rebel?
No.
This is my associate. This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio at Rocklahoma, and I'm here with
Tim Montana, the Pipeman's associate.
Nice.
Tim Montana.
Okay, so let's see what else we got in here. We got some cool shit in here. Oh, I got an endorsement for president. Did you know that, Rebel? Did you ever know that?
You
Yeah.
have to pay it forward.
I was just going to say, so you're paying it forward. I love it. See, that's what this industry is about. Unity, everybody helping each other. I think the world could learn a lot from the music people, like the artists, the listeners. We should all be in charge of politics, and we wouldn't have all this bullshit going on around the world.
Pipeman for president.
You know-
You heard it first.
Actually, that wasn't first. You know what's so funny about that? Every presidential election, I have a campaign, and I have a
You didn't even
banner that
know.
says Pipeman for Prez. We have a
Wow.
commercial where it's Bill Clinton saying, it's Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I get on, I'm like, I'm Pipeman. If you vote me for president, I will have sexual relations with that woman.
You have our full support.
See? And the funniest shit about that is in 2016, I didn't want to vote for anybody because I fucking hate all the politicians. So I wrote myself in as a candidate. 5 of my listeners voted for me.
Nice.
I was like, that's funny as shit.
Hell yeah.
So there you go. Now I have my other new platform that I'll do on my live show this week about having the music industry take over politics and get rid of politicians.
That's a great idea. I'm glad you do that.
See, there you go. And like Danny Wimmer could be like what's the position he could be in? He could be like the Secretary of State or some shit like that.
So before we get to Juan, first of all, that's the actual one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking about
found,
the
I
one-
found the real one.
Yeah, did you find the intro? My intro, though.
No.
That's the one we want. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add it. Why don't you play right now the buttholes one in honor of Nicole being on our show last week? It's a couple up. It's in there. Juan, you handle that. While I find this.
Nothing like a good
shout out buttholes one.
Yes.
Tell everybody reach out to you guys on socials, on the web, buy your merch, check out your tour dates, music, all that, and then I'm going to kick you out of here.
Yeah, all that stuff that he just said, check it out on oxymorons.com. That's 2 R's, not ones. All social medias, that's oxymorons, OXYMORRONS. 2 R's, not one. See you there, be crazy, and look at some buttholes. Peace.
Shout out Pipeman.
Buy merch.
Okay, so I can't access it because I turned off the Dropbox for this. So, Juan, go into the Adventures of Pipeman show files in the podcast folder and go to the Pipeman intros, and you'll see the Adventures of Pipeman intro phenomena.
Okay, let's see if we can find it.
It's in there. You can find it. I was just there. I just couldn't load it. Okay, so I have a question for you, Swamp Nut.
What's that question? Pipeman.
Which one's better?
That one.
She chose the most violent one of all. But I think I got it this time, though. Let's see if this is the right one.
Phenomena. Phenomena. Phenomena.
What is a phenomenon?
The question is, who cares? Phenomena.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Hey, you're listening to The Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman.
Stop! It's enough. We heard the intro. But yeah, that's a pretty good one, huh? Phenomena. How about this?
Well, that was fun. And yeah, I heard Dr. Heath.
How about this? Ready?
This is the Pipe Man. It's gonna pipe. Lay the pipe. Pipe Man. Oh yeah. He's the Pipe Man.
Pipe Man. Lay that pipe. Pipe Man. Lay that pipe.
Play that funky pipe.
Lay that pipe man. Pipe man.
Pipe Man. The pipe. Pipe Man. Yeah.
Pipe Man. Funky pipe on W4CY Radio.
That was just an impromptu thing, an interview in a festival. I have to find more because there's so many bands that for some reason while they're doing an interview they love the name Pipe Man, so they write a song about the Pipe Man. But there's a lot more. I got to go to some sessions here. There's a lot more to go. I can't even read them all. There's so many of them. I got like 20 more sessions.
Get out of here
today.
and get to it.
I know. I got like 20 more sessions today. So
sounds like fun.
It is fun. It's funny because it's just as cool going to a conference as it is going to a music festival. It is a lot of fun. They make it fun, and you have parties. There's lots of parties, because that's where you network. And of course, I'm in Chicago now. Next week I'll be in Vegas, so forget about it. It's going to be off the chain. Okay. Tune in tomorrow. W4CY Radio, W4CY.com for What the Fuck Wednesday. We're probably going to have like a music interview or something going on tomorrow. So you're going to want to tune in. And then next week, I'll be at NAB. And we'll be broadcasting from there as well and giving you some insight and lots of stuff. So stay tuned. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, W4CY Radio. I'm like that bouncing ball. Remember that, Rebel? Do you remember that on TV? Did you know that?
Over
Juan?
each word.
Yeah.
We had it.
Yeah. So And I was just talking to somebody the other day. I think we really need to bring back those Saturday morning government songs like "I'm Just a Bill" or "Contraction, Traction," or "Conjunction, Junction." What's your function? No, the Bill of Rights song. Remember the Bill of Rights song and stuff like that?
I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah,
but it's not government songs.
It is a government song. It's about Capitol Hill. That's the government, you ding dong. Okay.
It's not government involved.
Junction. What's your function? Finish it, Rebel.
I don't know how to finish it. I'm sorry.
Of course you don't. You never know how to finish it. Okay, thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.